Welcome back, guys. We're gonna see the second game between Grubby and ToD, and this is the WCG 2008, and they played in the round of 8, so this is already far advanced into the tournament. Of course, a few people know already the outcome of that, but let's pretend that we don't know it yet and see what else ToD has to offer, and especially Grubby has to offer in this game here on Throwback. First of all, we saw Gnollwood, and Gnollwood is a map that it's kind of good for ORC, because you can get all these small items that add up in the end, especially the claws of attack that just give you an edge in the early game. So we're gonna see what Throwback has to offer, because it's like it got the same layout in terms of like small item drops that you can gather on the Blade Master, but on the other hand they are not that easy to creep, because close by you have these little ogre warriors with the forest troll guys, and these guys are a little bit harder to creep than the goblin merchants on Gnollwood. So I think this map is not that great for ORC in general, because also creeping these turtles is pretty damn hard. Of course, creeping that ogre magi at the goblin merchant on Throwback always a nice catch, because you get that watcher ward, the vision in between bases. But let's jump to the players. Grubby, the yellow spawning ORC player, the legend, the master of the orcish race, spawning here at the 11 o'clock position of Throwback, and his opponent ToD playing here for GG. I think it was a Russian team back then, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So he's playing for GG, and yeah, he's one of the best human players that ever touched that game. He's from French, and he's the guy who won the Intel Extreme Masters. I also think in 2008 or 2009. But yeah, he got a lot of stuff to his belt. He got so many titles. He played in Korea, he lived in China, even lived in Korea and played tournaments there for quite some time. So he was practicing like a madman. Always been one of the best, and now he's going up against Grubby, and Grubby is gonna play the Farseer here with the grunts. No voodoo launch yet, and there it is, the spirit wolves spawning right off the bat, creeping the giant sea turtle here in front of his main base, the little green camp that you can go and get right off the bat. And yeah, you see it, the wolves provide some more damage, 11 to 12 damage. They have 200 HP, and the grunt is joining them as well. So now the Archmage on the other side is creeping the Ogre Warrior, gets a claws of attack +6, which is a nice item to open the game with, also in the Archmage, not only on the Blade Master, because the Archmage with the nice fireballs that he's shooting got quite some range, and the attack speed is also kinda okay. Grubby comes to that party, joins with the Spirit Wolves, and is sending them a little bit further ahead. Now coming back, because he knows the militia duration is gone, and he's attacking the workers. Has to be careful. You don't want to feed the summons away, because whenever you kill one of these wolves, you also get experience for that. And the experience that you get for one of these is not that bad, to be honest. They increased it in the past with one of the patches they had. Nice deny there from Grubby with his grunt. You can see his splendid control. Second round of Spirit Wolves is being summoned, and almost a surround, or actually a surround from ToD on the Farseer here. He got the Cloak of Shadows, but it's not night yet, so Grubby in a lot of trouble, has to get the Voodoo launch as well. He is still on 30 HP. One of the footmen is surrounded in the main base with the help of the peons, is unloading the Borrow, because he is not willing to deny the experience with the Borrow shot, because whenever you kill something with a Borrow, you don't get the experience for that. And what a great head start into the grey game here for ToD, surrounding his opponent, leaving that Farseer with less than 50 HP inside his main base. And now if he gets the Boots of Speed, I think that Farseer is in a lot of trouble. And there it is, Boots of Speed being bought, Farseer in a lot of trouble, Shadow Melt being used. He can buy the Dust of Appearance, and Grubby will not get away from there. Yes, there it is, the kill on the first hero. Grubby losing that first hero. He wanted to creep on the other side of the map while he gets that Boots of Speed to have like a little bit of more movement speed and escape from that Archmage. But now it looks even more fantastic for ToD. He will get a super easy level 3. Not sure from that creep spot here, but it could be enough actually. By killing that Farseer and getting all this creeping done, he could go up to level 3. The grunts are joining, will try to creep check him, but by the time the grunts arrive, the Archmage will already be level 3 and have finished that creep spot. So the grunts come here, they're all still full HP, besides the one that is down to 320. But the Archmage at level 3 already super risky against a level 1 Farseer. Of course, he's close to level 2, but nonetheless, he lost that first hero and is now facing a level 3 Archmage with no Water Elemental yet. But as soon as he can spawn that first level 2 Water Elemental, I think Grubby knows in how much trouble he is already. and it's not looking good for him, to say the least. Healing up one of his grunts, sending it in the back of his main base, not even able to surround that water elemental cause ToD is pulling it back in the very perfect moment here with that boots of speed and the claws of attack in the early game, providing him some more damage output here. He is getting rid of that wolves, securing himself a little more XP, and yeah. Grubby is getting the Spirit Launch. He already got the Warmill to be able to fend off one of the tower rushes that human players like to do on tier 2. And the Archmage is harassing that Farseer like a Blade Master would harass the Archmage. So turning the tides here, turning the game around, putting a lot of pressure here on the first hero of Grubby right away. And keep in mind, there are no boots of speed on that Farseer, so Archmage is chasing that hero, but he still can use that nice speed scroll, and on top of that he's using a healing salve to heal himself up, but the creeps are actually attacking him, denying him any further healing. There are no more healing salves on him. He's down to almost 88 HP, and ToD is going for the, like, somewhat of a trolley second hero. He goes for the Panda second, which is not the worst hero, of course, but it's definitely not the most legit choice when it comes to first hero choices, or second hero choices in this case. And yeah, there it is. The Panda is going ham. We'll use the Burst of Fire on that Burrow here in a second. Farseer coming back, has to buy a healing potion, going for it right now, and you can see how hard this Archmage is actually hitting the Farseer. First Breath of Fire hits that Burrow. Is he able to kill that one? Yes, Burrow goes down. TC about to drop out of the Altar of Storms. With that Chain Wave combination, he could actually kill something, but there's no Chain Lightning yet on that Farseer. He's still struggling to find that important kill on one of the footmen to secure himself the level 2. Losing that Burrow hurts him as well. There's no no bestiary yet for Grubby. TC with that wave as a first skill, using it now, hitting a few of these footies, but in the end, let's check the main base real quick. We see one Arcane Sanct is already done, the second one still being produced, not even empowerable, because he knows that he doesn't really need it as fast as he would usually do it, because he's so far ahead already in so many regards, putting a lot of pressure on Grubby. He cannot creep. The Farseer is still level 1. No, maybe he can kill that footman and finally goes up to level 2. TC down to 200 HP, has to regenerate now, and ToD is walking through the creeps with that water elemental, tanking the damage. Nice Breath of Fire, denying the healing on that TC, but he has to be careful. Is the Panda being surrounded? Can Grubby do it? Can Grubby pull it off? And it looks like it. Nice surround on that second hero. He's proving that he's one of the best players that ever touched that game, and for the Orcish race, especially Chain Wave combination, getting rid of 2 footmen. TC goes up to 1.5 already in terms of level. First Sorceress comes to the party. Archmage has to be careful on the other end, but he is going back, getting a watchtower inside his main base. Bestiary finally started. Healing is cancelled by that Archmage here on the TC. With the Boots of Speed, he can catch up with the units, and since there is no Raiders with Ensnare, he got free reign over the battlefield. There's nothing to punish him. No Storm, for example, no Hex, no Ensnare that can keep the Blade Master in position and stop him from using a Town Portal. And Grubby goes on the aggressive here. I don't really know why he tries to block that Sorceress. Beautiful block there with that one Spirit Wolf in front of that Sorceress, able to kill that one. Such a nice control execution from Grubby. Very well done here. But he doesn't find the time to creep, and this is something that you really have to do. Usually you want to go up to level 3 on the TC as fast as you can, as well as on the Farseer here. Nice speed scroll use of Grubby, getting his units out of position here and leaving ToD without any pickoffs. So ToD on the other hand, level 3 Archmage still. The Panda struggling to find any experience since he was like attacking Grubby all the time. Now finally creeping that Goblin Merchant, and Grubby has to go and find some experience for himself. First Raider is being started. This Dispel upgrade for the Walker is coming. He was supply stuck for quite some time and is getting the 4th Burrow here for the 50 supply. He's getting it just now, even though we are about to hit the 10-minute mark. Pretty unorthodox, but yeah, he was forced into these circumstances. Almost a nice surround attempt there on the Archmage. If the Farseer gets in the right position to spawn that Spirit Wolves, he can actually pull off his surround. And now he's blocking him with a Raider yet again. What a nice control from Grubby that is. Look at the block from the Raider, keeping the block alive. But on the other hand, ToD wants to hit him now. He wants to hit him hard. Panda already level 2 with that healing scroll equipped from the shop. TC level 2 on the other side as well. A watchtower is in position. Not sure if ToD really wants to attack into that. And yeah, so far he is retreating from that battlefield, retreating from Grubby's main base here, and is trying to find himself some more experience by creeping these big turtles here in the middle. Has to be careful with the priest, but keeps him alive. The Tauren Chieftain on the other hand is creeping with 2 grunts the red spot here, and is looking to find or get closer to level 3. Shouldn't be enough if there's no Tomb of Experience. Second tower here for Grubby. He knows that he has to play very passive, but on the other hand, Panda almost level 3 as well here, so he is getting all that experience, all the items and the time that he needs. Fastia has to be careful, uses that speed scroll right away, knows that there is the threat of that slow that could actually like create an opportunity for a surround, and now the Fastia has to be careful. He bought a Town Hall there. I think he wanted to go for somewhat of a base race. The second watchtower not finishing in time. Do we have the Dispel upgrade? Yes, we do have that Dispel on that Spirit Wolves, and they are gone since they are only level 1. One Burrow is in a good spot to actually attack the army whenever they try to attack Grubby here. He has to join his forces on the other side of the river, because the Fastia got the healing salves. The TC is still quite low, and he definitely wants to regenerate his hero and the units before he goes for a fight. And now he might, I thought he might go for a base race, but he knows that he's already in a lot of trouble since the human player is inside his main base and is attacking it, but giving him quite some time here, to be honest. Now the watchtower is being attacked. Level 2 Breath of Fire hitting that tower hard, as well as the repairing orc peons. Grubby on the other hand, level 3 TC, level 2 Farseer tries to get some reinforcements here from ToD, but they're coming from the other direction. The Spirit Walker has to be careful, is being attacked, but that Breath of Fire is killing these workers while they are repairing, and there's still 160 mana plus the opportunity of stealing mana from your opponent by using that Wand of Mana Steal. Not used yet. First wave is hitting a few casters, cancelling the first tower. The Burrow is attacking the priest. Great control. Healing scroll being popped, and the speed scroll has to be used here by Grubby. He has to get out of there. No more healing salves. He could have bought it, but I think he missed the opportunity of buying it, so he cannot regenerate his forces. Has to go for healing scrolls right now. Is he getting the pillage upgrade? Yes. He's realizing that he cannot hold his main base any longer, and this is the moment where you decide to go for the human player's main base. He's getting mana with that clarity potion on his Fastia, but he's still level 2.5. Few units are still attacked, and Grubby at this point knows that the base race will not work since he's already losing all his Burrows here. Is the Panda surrounded by the peons? Nope, he is not. Pillage is still being researched with the 2 heal scrolls. He might think about another engagement. Is he willing to attack into the 3 towers? It's only 2 Arcane towers being upgraded and 1 guard tower. It's not looking like it. It looks like Grubby wants to creep at least this red spot here before he takes the fight with the 2 heal scrolls. He still got that Town Hall, and by killing that Augur Major he can regenerate all his units with the Rune of Healing. He's not even going for the creep on that camp. Whoa, Rune of Healing used in the very last second. A lot of damage goes down on all the units here from that wave. The Augur Lord hits hard, the level 7 one. What item is this? Battle Drums. So a little bit more damage for all the units here, which is good. But in the meantime, look at that main base. He lost all the peons, is now losing his last Burrow. And Grubby Town Hall's in nonetheless, even though he knows that his base is not looking good anymore. He Town Halls into that, kills 1 priest with a Chain Lightning. But that's pretty much it. ToD knows that he is not willing to risk losing that game, and this is the reason why he's Town Halling out, even getting the Masonry upgrade here for his towers. Mana burning that TC, and there is only 1 peon left that now has to construct quite a lot of these Burrows that just disappeared. In the meantime, while he's attacking the buildings here and getting rid of the tower, he got a little bit of wood and gold from that, because the pillage upgrade was finally upgraded. And now he's using the healing salves on all his units. Clarity potion is being used, selling one of his items here for 50 gold to get a speed scroll, and is still waiting to get something else. You're not sure what he's actually aiming for. But yeah, that will be a very tough game from now on, and I think ToD knows it, and for that reason he's playing it very slow. He knows that he can creep some more, get his panda up to level 4. One of that spirit wolves is scouting and checking out what his opponent is up to, and this tells the story that Grubby went for level 2 chain lightning on his Farseer instead of the level 2 spirit wolves. Yes, it's still level 1 wolf, so he got the level 2 chain, level 2 wave, and this might be the only chance of killing all these casters and maybe securing himself a good position in the fight. But on the other hand, yeah, ToD just got so much more army, I guess. It's like 41 supply for Grubby against 61 for ToD, 20 supply lead. Hero levels looking splendid for him, plus 17 damage on that Archmage with the 2 claws of attack, 1 plus 6, 1 plus 9, and that circlet of nobility. Speed scroll being used by Grubby. Let's check his main base. One footman still tries to harass the last remaining peon. And yeah, the human player in a really good spot for that game. Chasing the orc right now. Excuse me, guys. And slow being dispelled by that walkers. Do we have more dispel? Yeah, this one has got 400 mana. Breath of Fire hitting hard with the drunken combination, but the panda doesn't have any invo potion or anything. He cannot keep that hero alive, and he's losing his second hero here. No, he's not losing at 3 HP. Dispel going down, revealing that panda again by using the dispel in the perfect spot. And ToD is losing his level 4 panda here against the orc army from Grubby. Is he able to create a comeback? The spirit wolves wanted to get rid of that footman. It's the footman that is harassing the last worker here, and another breaker dies with that ensnare, and ToD has to retreat and get the panda back at the tavern. 38 supply against 55, so Grubby was able to at least get the kill on that second hero as well as get rid of that footman harass. There is still one peon alive here, but he cannot get back like to production or anything, cannot get the workers back that he lost earlier, because he's still supply blocked heavily. 38 out of 20 supply. Now going for the turtle. This is always nice if you pull them and ensnare them when they want to go back. They are not attacking you, they are not doing any damage to you. Is this a greater healing potion? Yes, it is. Greater healing potion for the TC. Level 4 means level 2 endurance aura, and all the units are moving a little bit faster. Now with the level 4 on that Farseer, he can use the level 2 wolves. Wanted to go maybe for that Archmage here, but he still got a town portal. On the other hand, the panda with the greater mana potion is very well equipped. Spirit Walker dies, and every unit that dies is not coming back ever into that game. The level 2 dire wolves, they are not worth being used here against the forces of the human player. He got the dispel on the priest, he got the slow on the wolves, so it's pretty easy to get rid of them. In the meantime, he tries to kill that last remaining peon. One of the reinforcements is being caught off guard, and the Spellbreaker is being attacked right away. You can see ToD is coming to their party here. Can he use a Breath of Fire onto all these units? He's getting rid of one of the grunts. 100 mana still on their TC. Could use one of his waves here, but not willing to commit since it's not doing any damage to the breakers. Let's pay a closer look to the main base here. That water elemental with that footman will be able to kill the last remaining burrow. And now he's going for the panda again. Can he kill the second hero another time? It almost looks like it. Is there still dispel? Yes, there still is dispel, but the invis is keeping him alive. He cannot follow the dispels up. Level 2 chain lightning hitting the units hard. No more wave. He committed that already on the second hero of ToD. ToD using the big mana potion. Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze combination, hitting all the units. Another chain lightning, and GG from Grubby, and ToD is able to take the second map in that best of 3, guys. Whoa, what a game. Leave me some feedback, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and come back for more.